Okay, what we're going to do is take the leftover broth from the chicken and I'm going to can it in 8-ounce jars, half pints, because when I use my Instapot, this is usually the size I use, and I would be using that for liquid, or I would use it to make gravy or soups or something. So this has been cooking already, and I've let it simmer for 2 hours and 19 minutes, and I'll shut it off now. So it looks really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it. I still have a lot of meat in there, and I'm going to get the meat out and I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to can the broth now. So let's get started on that. I have a couple of different strainers here. I have this nice scoop that I like, and then I have this one here. And this is a very fine strainer here, and I'll put my meat in here. So what I'll do is I'll move the jars over here for now, out of the way, so you can see what I'm doing. Put that like that. And I hope that this will be big enough, but we'll see. I'm not sure. But look at that. I cooked it right down so it would come right off the bone. Look at all that. It's really yummy. Look at that. Then I'll let this cool, the meat, and then I will can it. I didn't realize I had this much meat left over. I'm doing this left-handed, so bear with me. What I might do is, I didn't realize I had so much meat, I might just end up canning the meat in pints and then doing the liquid. Whoops, the bowl's just about to the end, I think. Took it right off the bone, which is great. Look at that. Very warm, so I don't want to stick my hands in it. Just like that. This Instapot is actually wonderful. Look at all the bones. I think I have it all right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain the broth. Pick it up so I get a good hand on it. And you're going to see me straining it right now. Smells good. I put my own herbs in there when I was cooking the chicken, so I think that makes a huge difference as well. There, just like that. Wow, amazing. Just get this out here. Let this drip a little. Yeah, I didn't realize I had that much chicken. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to let it cool a little bit, and then I'm going to pack it in, and then we'll go from there. But here's my broth right here. Look how rich that looks. Nice and yummy. So we'll bring you back in just a little bit. Okay, I've decided to go pint jars, and I have 3 pints of chicken and 1 pint of broth. And what I did is I put a chicken seasoning in with my broth. So here's the chicken there, and it smells so good. You want to leave it about 1 inch from the top. I got my pressure cooker out. I'm going to use my large, and make sure your your rim of your jars are cleaned really well. You don't need to put these in a hot bath because they're being pressure cooked. Make sure the seals are clear. You want to finger tight your jar cover. And we are going to do these pint jars for 75 minutes because it has broth and chicken. Now I only have one that's got broth, but I'm gonna stick it in as well. It's gonna be cooked longer than what it needs, but it's broth. But the chicken and broth need to be processed for 75 minutes, 10-pound pressure. And I'm using my large pressure cooker because my small one's downstairs and my knees don't feel good today. The weather's been a little cold and damp. So anyways, we're gonna just use the large one and get this done up, and we'll have some extra chicken and broth for either just for dinner or to make chicken pot pies or whatever you like. So we'll be back. Okay, I've got my 22-quart Presto pressure canner right here, pressure cooker, and it is going. Here's the gauge here. We want to get this up to, where am I? We want to get this up to 10 right here, right where my finger is, right here, and I will show you. And we got the cover on. I always keep it written on top. I need 12 cups, which is 3 quarts of water and a splash of vinegar to get this going. So we'll be back. Okay, I can put the cap on now. Can you see the steam so I can start building pressure? See that steam right there? It's coming up. And right behind it is another valve in case there's a problem. So we're right here right now, and I'm gonna cap it. Okay, it has been capped right now, and this should start going up, and very, very shortly you'll start seeing it climb. Does anybody have a pressure canner? And if so, what kind do you have? I have 2, well actually 3. I got one, but I don't know how to run it. It's an electric pressure canner. It is called, it's right beside me here. It is called the Power Pressure Cooker XL. And whoops, I'm sorry, I just burnt this out of my hand. I just wanted to hold this here. So that's on the electric pressure canner that I had. See how it's starting to climb, and it's got to go right up here to 10. So we'll see you back in 70 minutes. Here you have it right here at 10 pounds of pressure. We'll be here for 75 minutes. Okay, it's all done. And it's down to 0. So you want to take this off. There's no steam coming out. Put it over here. Now when you take your cover off a pressure cooker, you want to be very careful because you don't want the steam to come back into your face. So I'm going to unlock it like that. Turn the cover. And then I'm going to pick the cover up gently, and I'm putting the cover towards me. See how the steam is escaping away from my face? That's what you want to do. Now I'm going to take these cans out. Okay, there you have it right there, folks. It just came out. We have the broth there, and I put chicken seasoning in. That's why it's a little darker. And here is chicken and chicken broth and pint-sized containers, and that will be a good enough meal for Ray and I to make whatever we want. So if you like this video, please give me thumbs up. You can find me on Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook. And on Facebook, you don't need to ask to be a friend, I have a page on there. It's Maniac Grammy, and you can find me. Oop, I just heard a ping on the jar. So everybody have a great day. You never know what's on my videos. God bless.